Hey everybody. All right, so just a quick brief opener here. I'm heading out to a construction site this morning, and it's a new home build, and the guy didn't want to go with getting a dumpster on site because he doesn't have a full-time crew, and he's not paying them to clean up. So his idea was, he asked me to come out, and I'm just going to survey the area. He's got a couple piles of garbage, and he asked that it's just all framing and some sheathing. If I could just do a quick sweep of the concrete pad and get it cleaned up for him. And it could be the kind of thing where it's reoccurring after his crew leaves for the end of the week. And he said he'd give me a call, and anything that needs to be cleaned up, I just head out there. So we're headed out there now. It's not that far, another 10 minutes or so, but we'll get to the area and take a survey. He's not even in the area. He asked me to send him a quote with a picture once it's all put together, so I can get him an idea of what this time's going to cost, and then we'll go reoccurring from there. So we'll be there in a few minutes and park the truck and do a quick walk around, get the guy a quote, and go from there. All right, we are on site. Pretty standard spot, but this is what our customer's talking about. Guys are done for the week, just leave the pile. Like I said, he doesn't have a dumpster, so they just kind of made the piles wherever. Another pile over there, and he's got stuff over here too. We'll go take a look. Here's another pile. I walk into the house, he's got a couple bins here and some scraps. So he also mentioned he'd appreciate a sweep, which I don't mind doing. Make sure when you're pricing out jobs that you have a per hour labor cost not built in, one that's separate, and that way you can just kind of tack on those odd jobs. Here's another bin and just kind of remnants. He just wanted it cleaned up, so if he's willing to pay, then I'm willing to get it done. But I'm gonna take him a few pictures, send it to him, let him know what my quote's gonna be, and if he agrees, I'll be here probably the rest of the afternoon. All right, so a little update. First set of piles pretty much done. I'm gonna leave the styrofoam there, put it on top. I'm gonna try and load everything evenly. You can see that was a hot tub from an earlier job this morning, so should be able to put that stack on there, fill up even with the hot tub, and it should work out pretty well. That other smaller pile is gone. He wants all the wood to stay, the big stuff, because the guys are using that for framing concrete and whatnot. So next I'll back the truck down closer to the house, get that smaller pile there, and the garbage from inside, and do like, I don't know, an hour of sweeping, call it good. All right, next pile. Was able to back the truck right up to it, so that should all fit in there nicely. And then we head in here. Got a couple of cans down here, and I'll probably get the upstairs first and just, work far away to near. That way when I'm all done and I'm tired, all I got is the stuff here. So the sun came out for a little bit this afternoon. It was raining earlier, so should be pretty nice. We'll get started on the next couple piles. All right, so a little update here. Just did some quick sweeping. I know there's still some sawdust around. My push broom is not the best, but all the big debris is out, and obviously this is still a work in progress. So there's a pile there, and a little bit here. This side wasn't actually too dirty. It's mostly just wood and stuff getting picked up. Walked around, looked for the stuff that was still salvageable, put it back on the contractor's table. I'm not sure when they're going to be back, but just about wrapped up down here. What I do still have is the upstairs pile up there, as well as some debris, a garbage can. It was pretty heavy. I'm not going to lug it down the stairs, but what I am going to do is back up to the house, because there's no railing. There's the garbage can there. Yeah, close the doors, back up to the house and just throw everything in dumpster style. After that, take a quick look around, walk around the house. There's a couple things I'm sure he'll see in pictures he'll want tidied up. But yeah, he's just when people aren't there, he likes to clean up after themselves. So this could be a reoccurring thing. Hopefully we'll talk after this, see how often his contractors are going to be out. All right, so we're upstairs now. This is really all that's left. And sweep up the dust. Just kind of dump it in. See, this thing's full of wood, pretty heavy, but it's able to back right up to the house. So just dump it. And then the only other thing is the styrofoam that'll get on my way out. So get this started. Should only take about 10 minutes and we'll be done. So that ended up being pretty good. About 2 hours worth of labor there. And so it billed out to $500 for the load for the volume in the truck, and $2 2 hours labor I charge $50 an hour. That's for additional labor. That includes anything I got to demo or take apart, or in this case, just sweep up. That's what he asked me to do while I was there, and so I said $50 an hour. Not prevailing wage out here, but it also doesn't get an argument, and it's more than most people make just for sweeping. So it's not all bad. $600 for about 2 hours worth of work. That includes a $450 hot tub loadout. It was already in the truck. So over $1,000 a day. Can't argue with that.